with the most, Kush Tucker, with my co-host.
Mike, yeah, what's happening, everybody? Peace and love.
Today's a very special episode, y'all. We have two lovely guests on here today. My Uncle James,
What's up,
and we
Jack?
have my friend Gino.
What's up, Gino?
What's up,
What's
man?
up?
Thank you
What's
for
How you
having
fellas
me.
doing this morning?
I'm feeling great. You know, I'm not too much of a morning person, but I'm feeling good right now.
Yeah, woke up this morning. That's what I always say. I woke up. Shit.
Thank God.
Nah, definitely.
Yeah, we all here.
So how we want to kick this off this morning? You know, it could be Freestyle Friday, or we could go in with hard topics. What y'all want to do?
Freestyle or format Friday.
I'm pretty much open to anything.
You open to anything?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I got a couple notes.
Well, I specifically invited you, Jay, because I want to talk about recovery. I specifically invited you on to talk about recovery and the journey of that, what it looks like, you know, what a person should be expecting, you know, and not expecting. You get what I'm saying?
Well, I try not to put definitive words on it, you know, because your journey is going to be your journey.
Okay, I get that.
You know, and at least for me, you know, I fought it. You know, a last act of defiance, and I don't know if that's the Aries in me or what. You know, because we all go through this one period to where we hear what people saying and we know it's the advice that we should take, but we don't. You know what I'm saying? Because we all think that there's an easier, softer way.
Definitely, yeah, that's real.
You know, because everybody talks about the road less traveled. You know, and the road less traveled is actually the easiest one because there's less signs to read.
Yeah, definitely.
There's less people on the road.
You know, I mean, because there's only a couple of signs. One says keep going.
Correct.
The other one says don't stop. And the last one says you're almost there. You know, so if you keep sitting there, well, if I'm almost there, when am I going to get there? In all actuality, you're never going to get there.
Yeah.
You know, because your life is going to keep progressing. You're going to have to keep going through these different changes. And you pretty much just have to adapt to it. You know, and you just have to be willing. That's it. You don't need anything else. Just be willing. You know, and allow things to happen. You know, just like I was saying earlier, you can have the worst day in your whole life. But the best part about that, it'll never be today again.
Yeah. So you don't have to relive it.
You don't ever have to relive it.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, because if you're thinking about the past, then that means you're depressed, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if you're thinking about the future, that means you're anxious.
Yeah, totally.
You know, think about now.
Yeah.
You know,
present.
and you've mentioned, you know, you've said this a lot of times, now doesn't even exist.
Yeah.
You know, because anytime you say now, it's already past.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
This planet spins too fast for there to ever be a now that you can actually enjoy.
That you can pin down.
Yeah.
So it's actually the perception of us being human beings to decide what that is.
Yeah.
You know, so everything's relative. You know, if I could put my hand on this table for 10 seconds, and it's just my hand on the table for 10 seconds, and it feels like 10 seconds. If I put my hand on fire, it's only on there for a second. It sure felt like 10.
Yeah.
You know, so I try not to live my life looking at the fire. You know, trying to relax, you know, because it took me close to 51 years to finally in my life feel peace. I don't even remember feeling peace as a child.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Yeah, I think a lot of people come through trauma and different things, and you think you're at peace because you with the girl you like. You think you're at peace because maybe you have the job you wanted to go for, but these are like coverings. It's not internal peace. It's not internal peace. So what would you recommend to some? See, here on Microconscious, for us, it's about taking small doses of mushrooms to improve ourselves because that's what we did. But we also know there's more than one road. You get what I'm saying? So we never want people to feel boxed in. Though this is what's worked and helped us immensely, we still want to get other opinions. So what would you say helped you finally move into the state? Because I mean, come on, we haven't seen each other in months now.
Yeah.
And you look like a completely different man, for real.
Clearing my mind. That's pretty much what's helped me. Because my mind had just been so cluttered, you know, because, well, the external stimuli that I chose to help me out was alcohol.
Okay.
You know, all these years, 30 plus years, I've, you know, been relying on alcohol to tell me what my feelings should be. You know, not realizing that whole time I'm bringing a mass murderer home with me. You know, and as of recently, I realized I suffer from Stockholm syndrome. You know, because I've been trying to protect this murderer, you know, and make excuses, you know, for everything. You know, hey, I think you're an alcoholic. And we always have these little euphemisms. No, I just drink a lot.
Totally. You brush it off with a quick joke.
You know, and I'm sitting here thinking just because I'm able to get up and go to work, they call that a functioning alcoholic, you know, that I can make life okay while I'm waking up with a hangover, driving to work with one eye open, have to work 5 hours, only given maybe 3 good hours, just so I can get off work, go to the liquor store, and satisfy that demon inside me.
Man.
That's deep.
Yeah.
You know, and the cold part about your demons, you're never going to get rid of them if you like playing with them after school.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Could you keep inviting it back in? Did it have a name?
No, for real.
Yes, the name was James.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah.
This alter ego James.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I would say close to 8 months now, you know. It was about 8 months ago I met this guy named James. You know, he was a handsome dude too. You know what I'm saying? Dark skinned, thin brother. You know what I'm saying? I said, hey man, you look familiar. You know what I'm saying? He's like, hey man, you look unrecognizable.
Yeah. Nah, getting to the self again.
You know, so I met me again. But then again, I can't say I met me again because I've never actually felt peace.
Yeah.
You know, and a lot of people sit and say they feel peace, but you don't know peace until you experience it.
No, and that's experiential totally. It's not intellectual.
You know, because you can hear, just like people say, pussy tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to eat pussy as a kid.
Yeah.
If it tastes like chicken, but they don't tell you, is this boiled chicken? Is it seasoned? You know, is it seasoned? Is it fried? Is it broiled? Or is it raw? Hey, pussy tastes like raw chicken. You know what I'm saying? It's an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? But like the commercials say, you used to hate it till I ate it.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, yet fortunately, you know, eating pussy leads to licking the taint, which end up leading to licking the ass. Now look where we at.
You a fool.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
how
Nigga, how it morphed.
That's really how it goes
So
sometimes.
maybe you're going to open up an oral sex recovery center.
Well, some things you don't want to recover from.
You know? No, totally.
Can I chime in on,
Yeah,
what James said?
Of course.
Well, for me, I went to jail when I was 18. I'm 23 now, but I went to jail because I was very drunk, bro. I was like, you know, blacked out, but I had also took a Xanax, so I think that's what pushed me to the blackout.
Yeah.
So I went to jail, and then luckily my brother bailed me out, got me a lawyer. Ended up doing 3 months in a rehab. It's called Mount Carmel. I'm not sure you heard about it. So then I did a bunch of AAs, you know, and I was convinced like I'm alcoholic, you know, I'm alcoholic. And then like I tried to do good, and I was doing good. I did the 3 months, got off probation, but then I fell back in the hole, you know. But this time it was an alcohol. This time it was some pills. So then I did rehab again for another 3 months, and came back, and thank God, like I was doing good, bro, for like 2 years. You know, I got my stuff together. I moved my girl in with me. I was a provider I still am the provider. I got my girl living with me. I got a car, you know. And so it was kind of a big transition from like being damn near homeless, having your whole family push you away, or, you know, I've separated myself in a sense, to like getting my stuff together and finally being somebody, you know, and finding myself, you know.
It'd be someone that you could be proud of.
Yeah, and along those 2 years, I tried some DMT, bro. Have you guys heard
How was
of
that?
dimethyl-tryptamine?
I haven't had a good DMT trip
We've
yet.
been looking for a
It's-
worthy person.
It's
like
scary,
someone-
bro. Yeah, it's scary, but it was good. It was a great experience.
It was a great
dog.
experience.
Great
Does it really
experience.
last only 15 minutes?
It lasts like 5. It only lasts 5 minutes, is what they say.
Wow. That's
But
shorter than what I heard. I've
That's
heard
worse than
15 minutes.
fentanyl.
No, but
well, fentanyl might lay you down.
yeah.
Yeah, for good though.
Yeah, so.
This it kind of feels like you're dead, but like the experience
So
is
what did you
just.
see? Like, when you took it?
When I took it, bro, to be honest, I felt like I literally melted, bro. Like I went out, my eyes closed, I felt like I melted, I felt like I couldn't breathe. I forgot how to breathe. And then I was over here trying to remind myself, like, it's only gonna last 5 minutes. But you lose perception of time.
No, because that
completely.
shit really don't exist.
That's
The
when you
time
start
really
realizing
exists,
time ain't even real.
Yeah, it's an
All
ocean.
these things I've been worried about ain't even real, you know. And I started talking to myself like, damn, am I dead? I was like, I can't be dead. Like, I barely started doing good, like, you know. And so
It's the redemption.
it kind of just sat me on my ass with like, it was kind of like my conscious, like looking at myself, like analyzing myself, you know, as best as I possibly can. You know, that's all I could explain. And like,
We get you.
the visuals was crazy. It was a bunch of like how do you say it, like geometrical shapes, like totally different
Sacred
from
geometry.
acid. Yeah,
Shit, like moving and stuff.
yeah,
Like the
definitely.
geometric shapes was like morphing.
Yeah, more.
Now, was your eyes open or were you completely entranced?
When they was open, like everything literally just turned into like little like particles. Everything turned to like small particles, and then I just went out. You know, and it was a good experience, bro.
Yeah,
I came out honestly after that. I felt like it did what the shrooms do, because I think scientifically it does do that. It breaks down the neurons of some past traumas, and it allows you to create new neurons. You know, better experience.
Correct.
So I came good. But going back to that, alcohol is something I struggled with, bro, because like I like to drink like every day, you feel me? And I used to tell myself like, it's cool, I'm from the hood, I go to the corner store, everybody drinking, so I'm gonna drink too.
Totally.
You know?
normal.
So I used to just drink every day, and it was cool. Like, I feel like once you're good with yourself, when you get drunk, you don't act the fool as when you had all that pollution in your mind, right? But it caught up to me, bro. It finally caught up to me not too long ago. Like I was just drinking, doing me. I'm like, I'm good, you know. I'm good with myself. I just drink and I'm a happy person. Bro, out of nowhere, that demon came out of nowhere. Man, I got in a fight, bro, and I had my gun in my house, and I was over here like, man, you know, if I had my gun, I would have popped them. And, you know, and my girl was there. I just something that I wouldn't normally do if I was sober, you know. And that demon came out, but luckily, like, I was able to recover from it quickly. But I was in a state of like almost depression, because I was like,
Well, remember, alcohol lowers your aura. If you're using it for certain spiritual practices, it's fine. But most people just drink for the hell of drinking.
Yeah, to drink.
When I drank, I used to do the same thing. I'm just trying to drink, have fun.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes you get blackout drunk. I used to get drunk like that.
Yeah.
But if you pay attention on the bottle, it says 40% spirits, 12% spirits. So what you're really doing is you ingesting spirits, the spirit of Atul, which is like a gateway entity, if you will, into another dimension. Your aura goes low so that other spirits or consciousness, whatever you want to call it, can enter you. But you should be picking which one is going to enter you, because no matter what, when you drink alcohol, your aura gonna go down. It's the science of it. It's the science of it.
Yeah, definitely.
Most people don't know this though, so what's happening is they drink alcohol and come under demon attack.
Yeah. That's
Well,
what the blackout drunk is,
yeah,
really
like a
possession.
demon possession.
What happens is you actually do go in picking the one that you want. But it's that other part you say, well, you know what, I'll just have one more.
Yeah.
You know, so somewhere in there, alcohol will make that decision for you. Almost just like with any drug.
Yeah, no, totally. And then remember, your body starts to crave it because of the chemical imbalance. So even though it's washing electrolytes away, you crave it. You're used to this certain surge coming through at a certain time of the day.
Yep.
You know
That's
what I'm
totally
saying?
true.
So I remember when I used to drink to go to sleep.
Man,
Just a little shot.
just a little shot makes
taste.
you feel right.
Just a little taste.
Oh, God.
It's all better.
I remember I used to drink all the time before I used to fuck a bitch, you know.
You had to do it, man.
Just to get in the zone, huh?
Get in the zone.
Well, I don't know that.
Hennessy, that yak will break them back.
Yeah.
That sounds like my ecstasy days. You know, when they finally dug their claws into me, I'm like, I can't have sex without it.
Yeah.
You know, but this one thing kept happening. Didn't have no bitches on deck. Ecstasy done kicked in.
Ooh.
You know. Now I'm driving up and down Figueroa. See, the cold part about that, You know what I'm saying? I'm picky because I like fat chicks. Ain't no fat bitches out there hoeing.
It's a conundrum.
You know what I'm saying? So
Total
now,
conundrum.
I'm driving up and down Figueroa, and then I get
the thickest one.
yeah, then I get the bright idea. Well, you know what? I go to Long Beach Boulevard. I know where all the hoe strolls are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find a fat bitch. Ain't no fat bitches out there hoeing. You know what I'm saying? I love fat chicks. You know, but now that I sit and think about it, I'm glad I didn't find any, because since fat chicks got them extra creases, you know what I'm saying? You've been out here hoeing, so you got a different stink on you than everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
It's been marinating too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, when the guys want to punish us, you know what I'm saying, they grant your wish.
Well, we are the guys. We punishing ourselves.
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, we punishing
That's the whole point of
ourselves.
this.
Yeah, fat, yeah, 'cause fat,
You are a guy.
yeah, fat meat greasy too, boy, and it's salty.
He said it's good. Yeah, it's salty.
Like a brisket.
You know. Yeah, but they ain't the type of marination you know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Brisket. She get out there
Yeah.
marinating.
And cause you know me, I'll campaign for a fat chick in a second.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just always been my
You know
thing.
you fat giant.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
That's
You know
me.
you fat giant.
Yeah.
BB Dub.
Big ups to the
Power
big
it up
girl.
to SSBB Dub.
Yeah, BB Dubs is too small for me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I give you a hug and my hands touch, you ain't big enough for me.
You need to supersize him.
Yeah,
Super Saiyan BB Dub. SS.
Eat more. I need you to eat more.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's the other white meat.
Hey, he ain't lying. Though. I remember this real nice girl he dated at one time. And, I mean, she was really sweet. And he literally told her, because she was walking every day and trying to get in shape for her health. And he really told her, he said, if you lose weight, I'm leaving you.
Goddamn, huh?
I was like,
Hey,
yeah,
she
man.
fucked that.
I said, well, what about her heart? What about her kidneys and her
I
pancreas?
don't care about that. She getting a check from somewhere.
I told her that shit too. He said, if you saw her progressing, she's still on the scale, all proud. He was like, if you lose weight, I'm leaving.
Yeah, you
You about
know.
to be down.
I start buying cakes and donuts. You know what I'm saying? Deep fried hot dogs.
It's like
I mean, but that was just to break down her self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? I think that was the original reason why I started getting with fat chicks, because it was the easy kill. You know what I'm saying? You can't outrun me.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? Because my
You talking to
yeah, my self-esteem
Skinny chicks
was.
get the blazing on you, like for sure. They keep I don't hear you.
I had
I
more
said I had a
offers.
boyfriend. And then after a while, after 10 steps, you're tired of one. The
Yeah.
fat chick can give up after 5 steps. She still hear what you got to say. Let me just listen to this nigga.
Hey, I'm that killer dude in every movie. You know, they don't never run after nobody. Yeah.
Michael Myers
Yeah.
be the
Yeah.
same steady stride. That
Yeah.
good to catch up to you.
You gonna trip over that log.
yeah.
You know what I'm
Set up
saying?
for that.
Get you.
You know, instead of a machete, I got a pen. Oh, for those of y'all that's younger than us, we used to carry pens around to get your phone numbers instead of phones.
You know.
Yeah, that technology didn't
Yeah.
exist. You know what I'm saying?
The
So
Black Notebook.
yeah, so if you wasn't born in the 70s, mid
They had a
80s,
movie called that, The Notebook. It was about a white dude, and he had nothing but all his women in the notebook.
real?
that he could just call. It was like then, like he was talking to this one chick, and she found his little notebook, and he went nuts. He was like, "Give me my notebook." They're like, "Where'd you put the notebook?"
Oh yeah, that's that one
Was he a serial killer?
romantic flick.
Nah, it's a romantic like chick flick.
It's like a drama chick flick.
Yeah, comedy romantic flick, but it's like it came out like 2000.
The girls definitely know
you said
about
2003, you
Yeah.
said that's old.
Women y'all age know about that shit for
He
sure.
does some shit.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't seen the Clockwork Orange or.
You know,
Hey, it would have been a better movie with what's his name, Bellamy.
Bill Bellamy.
Yeah, with Bill Bellamy, because he had made that one player movie too, How to Be a Player or something like that. That was funny. It had Goldie in it at the end.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. I had to think about that. I had to go through the old roller decks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those them B movies that was popular in the hood, but never really got to the
Yeah, that's when you used to
Oscars.
walk the 4th Avenue video and you in there forever.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? But then once you
Remember
got
Fear of a
over.
Black Hat?
Yeah, that was.
That's the type of movie you talking about. Fear of a
Uh-huh.
Black Hat. We rented that. We looked at that how many times? 10 times.
Well, actually, no. Remember, we went to go see it for free at the theater. Remember, they used to give out the little flyer thing and say, "Come
right.
see
Yeah,
it."
you go see it for
That-
free and rate it.
Yeah, that's how we seen Shawshank Redemption.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but that was different though. Shawshank kind of shook me up.
Yeah, he fought the good fight.
Yeah, Morgan Freeman narrated his rape.
Oh God, that was some cold shit.
Andy, I'd like to say Andy fought the good fight.
Yeah,
Right, he
yeah.
did.
I mean, but hey, man, eventually.
You seen
What?
that? You seen that movie, Gino?
Nah, what is it?
Shawshank Redemption. Put it in your
Yeah,
phone.
Yeah, tell
I
me about it.
ain't built that way. I think I would have fought the good fight once. After that,
Andy
I-
wanted to keep his teeth.
yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all.
Andy
All
took
right.
pride in certain things. he took
so-
pride in his jawline.
No, I'm not thinking like now serving 24.
You know.
They would have had to send me up.
I've heard that before though. He fought the good fight. I definitely heard that
Yeah.
phrase. But
Well,
I haven't
you probably
seen the
watched
movie.
it in Family Guy.
Yeah, Family
I've
Guy.
seen a lot of things off.
They
Family
do a lot of what you call lampoons and stuff like that on the
Yeah,
Family Guy.
Yeah.
Nah, fucking Boondocks. You know the black
Warrior?
Yeah, I remember the husband that's the lawyer. He afraid to go to jail.
Yeah, that's Tom. That's the. What's up, baby? Good to see you. Yeah, I know you're talking about completely. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm him.
You're Tom. Nah, you ain't Tom. You want to be Tom now.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
knowing you too long. You definitely ain't Tom.
Yeah, that's I've been in jail a couple of times.
There's a slithery chokeout coming. I know you ain't Tom. I've been out with you in the street. I know you ain't. You're a lot of things, but you ain't Tom. You a predator posing as a house pet.
Hey, man. You know what I'm saying? It's more important than Mara.
That's Stitch.
Yeah, totally.
Lilo and Stitch, that nigga.
Yeah, totally.
He's a galactic alien. Like, that shit deep.
Yeah.
You know, but what about your mushroom trip? Since you guys have been, doing your dissertations, I'll just call it that for the lack of a better understanding.
Are steady into the expansion of the mind.
Well, that don't ever end for us. I go in every weekend.
Yeah, we
Like, I'm gonna do it every weekend. Just to blow the receptors out and see what it do. Like,
yeah.
it brings me back down to earth.
Yeah, because there's so many things you take in on the sensory level that when we go in on like you said at least an eighth, then you can recount the week and see all this little crazy stuff that you just didn't even want to deal with. You saw it, recorded it,
Yeah.
but didn't necessarily deal with it intellectually or emotionally. So we decompress on Friday, Saturday night, and in that way we empty for next week.
Yeah, you get to see how everything's a cosmic comedy, man.
Yeah, it is. It's cosmic.
Like, you end up just laughing at everything that go down in your life.
Totally.
I laugh at everything. Every
Yeah.
time I take an eighth, I'm like, man, that shit was crazy this week.
And where's your
Because you're still
participation?
here.
And where's your participation? As you participate in it, you can make yourself some type of victim if that's the label you want to put on yourself, so you can be the good guy or some bullshit. But truthfully, we all participating in the cosmic comedy, man. So, yeah, we always know. This is one thing the Shroom showed us is that this is never ending.
Yeah, it's no
Just like you were mentioning earlier with getting better with recovery, it's never ending. You're not supposed to look for the bottom. You're supposed to just keep getting better and better and better because
Keep journeying.
that's how your light shine. You know, who you are now 7 months later, think about who you were before you started. You can't imagine that guy no more, am I right? Just in 7 months.
Well, I can imagine that guy, because, back in the days when I used to, put my hands on chicks and then run into that chick later and she says, you're different. You're nice. I say, no, I'm still that same dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just now I'll make a different decision. That's it.
Cold-blooded ice. Huh?
You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey.
You wouldn't take the apology.
I mean, I'll take it now, and I think about it. But back then, the immaturity or however you want to put it, with the manhood that comes along with it.
For you, it's false. It's false.
Especially with the era that we came up in.
Yeah.
Versus the era that these guys are coming up in. It's way different.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff that we were able to do is not acceptable anymore.
Well, it really never was. It's just that because everyone was doing it, it was like there was really no one to complain to.
But it was so much better.
Oh, look at you. I had an OG friend of mine tell me one time, man, OJ fucked it up for all of us. And I was like, come on, bro.
You can't say stuff like that.
Hey, I felt that way.
What was he planning to do?
Yeah, exactly. Not totally.
When I went to jail for domestic violence, it was right after that, and I said the same thing. OJ fucked it up for everybody. She was only in the trunk of the car for a little while.
You know?
You know what I'm saying?
The glove didn't fit, man.
Yeah, them hot ass amps didn't do nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm glad I ain't that dude no more. Man.
No, because a lot of stuff we do is over the top because we not measuring right. We ain't got the right
You
yardstick.
can't measure right with
Yeah.
your ego.
Nah, totally.
Feel me? In the moment, the ego gonna tell you like, "Oh yeah, that's a great idea."
Yeah.
And as soon as you feel it bad, you be like, "Why'd you tell me to do that?" The ego be like, "Why you listen to you?"
Yeah, totally.
The ego be like,
the ego
like "Nigga, you
cold,
did that shit,
motherfucker,
nigga."
man.
Totally.
You know, I'm just a hype man, baby. I'm just back here, feel me? I hype it up.
Yeah,
Pump it up. You know,
You know, I be telling you this
the ego
bullshit
be
all the
like,
time.
"Why'd you listen?"
Yeah,
like
why
nigga,
you
you know
always
you in
listen to
control
me?
of it, Captain.
Exactly.
Like nigga, feel me? It's like nigga, Batman. Why'd you listen to Robin? You're Batman.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
You're really the observer of your thoughts.
Yeah.
But you gotta get a lot of crust off to know that.
Yeah, I told you.
Before
Definitely.
you could know you the one who actually picking what you do, man, your signal is so muddy, so cluttered with all kinds of. I can think about all the crazy shit I should think about in my head. You know what I'm saying? Microdosing is what helped me deal with all of that. Now I have like zero clutter in my head. When I meet people, I just meet people. Before I would meet an Asian guy, before I meet a white guy or a Hispanic guy,
Yeah.
so I already had preconceived notions of who this person was. And I don't know shit about that person. Why am I preconceiving? Why am I pre-gaming? That's a bunch of bullshit. People are like, we got a pre-game on what?
Exactly.
On what? Life is happening. You ain't the captain. You the passenger in the boat.
Yeah.
You know, and that's for me. I was very much a control person because I do read a lot and I'm very intellectual. A lot of times I would go into these places of, well, I know more than everyone. I've read 1,000 books. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah,
For
the
real.
ego pumping it
The ego
up.
pumping that bullshit up. Ego totally pumping that bullshit up.
Yeah.
But who are you helping?
Yeah.
Who are you helping?
No, for sure. That's what really counts.
Yeah, that's what counts. Like,
Yeah,
you done
that's
read
what
1,000 books. What you doing with that shit?
Yeah, what you
Yeah.
doing with that
That
info?
knowledge, yeah.
Yeah,
Keeping
you
it all from me.
Yeah, you being selfish with your knowledge.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? They don't know what you know.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying? So forgive us for being lost.
Yeah. So what you're supposed to really be doing is you're supposed to have this knowledge. Is who can you assist?
Yeah, totally.
And
Supposed to shed
can you
light.
break it down so they don't have to read the 1,000 books? Because that's the real truth. Everyone
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Yeah,
So-
you have to give away what's
Break
been
it down in
given to
layman's
you.
terms.
Nah, for real. Say that again.
You have to give away what's been given to you.
For real.
You know, or else it's useless.
No, totally.
You know, because like I say, you know, like you just said, if you read 1,000 books and you don't share the knowledge in the books, who actually benefited from it?
No, not even you.
Yeah.
Exactly. You just
You're
read
not
read the
really
words.
retaining information because you're
No.
not talking about the information.
Totally.
You know, because like with books, if you read a book by yourself, that's fine. But then try reading that same book with 2 or 3 other people.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, certain passages will have a totally different meaning that you would have never thought of
Totally.
reading that same book by yourself.
Read that same book on a microdose. And I guarantee you can sometimes hear the author's voice. Real shit, because your focus will be so intent that you can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? So, I still feel it's a magnificent journey, and we gotta we see it as an adventure instead of as toil. But once again, you gotta get the crust off first.
Yeah, most people look going through life tormented. It's a
No.
lashing around every corner for them.
Yeah,
So like they thinking about when's the next lashing gonna come.
exactly.
They looking for it.
Especially, you know, us in the minority, especially us, bro, or like in this area, we got all that, you know, clustered up in our heads. And
Totally.
Minority.
We have the belief limitation.
yeah,
I believe I can only do this because of my skin. I believe I can only do this because of my lean dose.
Until we see someone else do it.
You
That's
know,
what
and,
the whole
and
Nipsey and feel me Tupac and feel me. I think in general having people come up from like the hood and into like feel me stardom, reaching success. Like and you can see it in yourself too. But the whole point is this is already in you. You
Yeah.
can do it now.
Yeah, it was already there.
Yeah, it was already there.
How do you get at it? How do you
Yeah,
access
'cause they got at it.
Not
Like,
totally.
we all got
totally.
the same action. We
No,
all got
no,
the same
no.
24 hours in us.
Yeah, even with the micros is really just bringing out what's already in you.
Mhm.
That's really the truth. You was already had these great thoughts, had this great imagination, had a great personality. One thing I've learned because we shroom and do subconscious work, is that you have to change your mind about how this world sees you. I always had like a thing where I felt people were secretly against me.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know. I had to get a certain amount of crust off to hear that voice one day because there's so many voices competing for your time and attention. One day I heard this one particular voice and I was like, who are you? Like, for real? Yes, when they don't approve of you. And I was like, what they? And it didn't answer back. And I was like, gotcha. So he's not the observer.
Yeah.
He's some type of construct. Maybe I built him as a young boy. Maybe I went to a certain circumstance and I didn't feel competent. I felt afraid. So I built how they say kids have imaginary friends?
Mm-hmm.
So I built a consciousness construct somewhere in the back of my head or my subconscious that now I interact with it whenever a certain nervousness comes to the surface.
To the surface, yeah.
So a certain pressure comes to the surface and then that guy shows up with all the answers. He got all the answers. He do. He show up and be like, yeah, you can't trust him over there and you can't trust her over there either. And then you feel
All the plotting over there.
Yeah. Well, I like talking to myself now. I trust who I'm listening to.
Yeah.
And the part about talking to that person inside of me, every now and then he'll just say, I don't know.
Yeah, that's real though.
And I don't know is an acceptable answer.
Totally.
We don't have to have an answer for everything. It's okay not to know.
No, that's totally.
I hate when I talk to people and they just start just spouting out just some random shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting there listening to them. I'm like, it's okay to say you don't know because you do realize, what you sitting here telling me.
You can always tell.
Yeah, that don't make no damn sense. It doesn't make any.
You put the wisdom in front of the knowledge, and then you.
I'm like, now wait a minute. I got my receipt, man. I didn't buy none of that bullshit.
Yeah, totally.
Come on, man. Come on now. Really. I mean, because the way life is, man, life is cold. You know what I'm saying? Life gives you the test first and teaches you the lesson afterwards.
Yeah.
So I mean, come on now. We all stack behind the 8 ball. It doesn't matter what color you are. Okay, now some may have gotten a head start, or we may think that they got the head start.
Yeah, you gotta walk in everyone's shoes and see what the different pressures are of whatever their perspective or is. Because it's easy to look at someone and say, oh man, he got the man, God, and he got this and that. And he might have a whole nother type of pressure. That would you be willing to deal with that?
Yeah.
Would you want to rise every morning? You ever look at Billions?
Yeah.
I like that shit. I like Billions. And I look at the main character goes through some crazy pressures to keep this level of money in his life. Yeah, oh man, he got a scheme on another level, man. His whole life is a chessboard.
I hate shit like that.
You understand?
So I got out the streets and I was like, this shit's too like,
yeah,
it's hectic sometimes. Like that breath of fresh air I took right there, like,
Yeah,
it's because I remembered all the things I used to articulate all the time. You be having to stay 10 steps ahead of these dummies. Feel me? So,
yeah.
Feel me? Like, fuck one step, I'm staying 10 steps ahead of these niggas in the streets.
And if you got to do that, what you even there for? You could do something else.
Nah, exactly.
Yeah. Totally.
That's why you pull your energy out. At least why I did, because it's just too much pressure. You put too much stress on your plate.
Nah, for real.
Always having to look over the shoulder, all that.
It's pointless.
Well, I don't know. Because for me, and this is the way I always explain it. You know what I'm saying? I'm the square dude that grew up in the hood. And when I go outside the hood, especially around white people, and I tell them where I grew up, for some reason no one ever believes me because they all say, well, you speak so proper. You're well spoken. They say, what school did you go to? I said, I went to Dorsey. What? Thought you went to some fancy school and
I thought you went to Hamilton.
Yeah.
This is Westchester out here.
Yeah, they think I got degrees and shit. I'm like, I ain't never been to college. You know what I'm saying? I've been a plumber for the last 20 years.
Holla at them if you need some plumbing. Then.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
On that pipe.
Yeah, say, what do you do? Oh, I lay big black pipe all the time. No, not that one.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell a white chick in a minute. There's a reason why I've never dated a white chick. You know what I'm saying? Because of stereotypes. Because once you pull my pants down and be like, hey, if somebody say, hey, that's cute, I swear I'm going to slap the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I thought black guys were supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? My shit look like a button on a fur coat. You know what I'm saying? So nah, you know, some letdowns. I don't want to go through that. You know what I'm
fucking with
saying?
it.
Yeah, I can't play basketball. You know what I'm saying? I used to think I was fast. I used to think I was faster than all white people until I chased one.
He got away.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So shit, nah, you know, can't go for all that.
Unc was like, a lot of this shit ain't true.
Yeah,
He was over there. He was over there hood busting shit. He like Mythbusters. He was like, nigga buster.
I just had this preconceived notion that, you know, well, here it is, my skinny ass walking down the street, that, you know, this white couple should walk across the street to avoid me and shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, well, man, old white women ask me for directions. So, I mean, how threatening am I?
But you can use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use that to your advantage.
You know, I love me some old white women. You know what I'm saying? And I used to have this thing, you know, about, you know, white
You
hair.
said it like you cooking them.
Young guy said that shit like he was
It places the lotion on his skin.
He was like, first you batter him.
Yeah.
But you want to hand them out for
tenderizer.
You know, but it's a trip because I used to have an old woman phase, but, you know, it's something about white hair. But now I got white hair and I'm losing my shit. I'm like, I don't know, is it really worth it anymore? You know, I'm like, shit, I'm the same age as you now.
Yeah, no.
Shit, as long as her knees and shit hurt, I'm like, we good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to fuck with these healthy young girls and shit, fucking my back up.
You know.
Yeah,
Them days is over.
yeah, I'm cool on that. You know, because all they want to hear is, I ain't got that in.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You know, shit, if you wanna fuck all night with me, we're gonna be talking a whole lot.
Hey, you like Richard Pryor for Harlem Nights. He said we're gonna do it really hard for 10 minutes and fall into a coma.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said, we need to sleep a little bit.
You know.
Yeah, I need rest. You know, I'm working out.
Kool-Aid in a sandwich.
I take a nap every day when I get off work.
They laughing at us.
It's been times where it's happened to me too. I'm like, just give me like 5 minutes. I go to sleep, I ain't wake up. It's the next day. I gotta go already. Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Totally.
Hey, man, it happens to the best of us, man.
Hey, best part about that, it happens to the worst of us too.
Yeah.
We're on equal ground. You know, and I'm quick to tell a chick, we started at the same time. What you looking for?
You stick with it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes, somewhere in your life, you just gotta realize some shit and put it in a different perspective.
So where do you think we should be moving to? I mean, because we got 4 men today on the panel. Everybody done dealt with some type of recovery.
Well, I want to hear more about what you do, Mr. Gino.
Yeah, definitely.
What you do?
What do you do?
What are you out here doing, Mr. Gino?
Well, what I started doing, I just started on my YouTube channel. I ain't uploaded yet. I'm trying to get a gang of content so that I could
I can feel that.
so that I could release videos consistently. You know, so I could already have
Stay
it.
ahead of the game.
Yeah. So right now I'm just getting all the footage together. But what I'm doing is I'm going down to the main Central County Jail, the Twin Towers, and I'm just standing in the lobby. I'm waiting for people to come out. Sometimes they're already there waiting to get their stuff. So I just ask them if they down to do it, like 3-question interview right quick. And I just basically I ask them like what mistakes they made, what caused them to get in jail, and what advice they would give to the youth or to the younger self. If they could, or to the youth to prevent them from going into jail. Because, I don't like jail. I hate jail. I don't think anybody likes jail. I wouldn't wish jail on anybody, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
Man, my freedom is everything to me, bro.
What would you say, in your opinion, since you served like a good amount of time in there, what would you say, like, feel me, and having friends too that come from that lifestyle going in and out, what you think makes people want to go back in?
I don't even think they want to go back in. I think
It's the circumstances.
yeah, but sometimes they probably just, like, the ego has a lot to do with it, Sometimes you just gotta stop doing that bullshit, and sometimes you just want to be like, I'm gonna stop this, but I'm gonna keep doing this.
Yeah,
And that's what get you. That's what get you caught up sometimes.
Totally.
Like, that's what I think, bro. Or they probably just never like really wanted to change deep down and then go back to the, to the bullshit.
Or afraid to change.
Or are
It's
afraid
easier.
to change, yeah.
Yeah,
Or
like,
it's easier,
for me.
yeah.
I already been
They in
doing
the
this.
comfortable,
Like
yeah.
I've heard a lot of my friends always tell me, "It's all I know. It's all I know."
When you're asking your questions, what's the first question you normally ask?
The one mistake they made this time around to get locked up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first question. I'm still trying
That's
to
a
get
good
them.
question.
No, that's a good question. Excellent
They probably didn't ask themselves that.
Yeah,
Now
they-
they might, if this is what they like to do, they might go back to the drawing board. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't
Has
do
there
that.
ever been a question to where, because I'm quite sure you've asked many times, where you're like, damn, I wish I would have asked this.
Yeah, definitely. But I
What's
can't.
been one of those questions like where you was like, man, I wish I would have asked them that instead.
It wasn't nothing major. It was just like just to make it more interesting. Like, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna fight the case? Or are they gonna run away? Or what, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, what are
Like,
your-
I
what are
think
your
that would have made it more
chances?
interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Yeah. You gonna fight the case? You what? You gonna
Yeah.
be a public defender?
You about to get paid for the lawyer, bro. Like, what's on your agenda? Like, how you
Yeah.
finna deal with
How
this?
you-
Is there a common answer you get from people? Like, is there something you've heard over and over again that sticks in your mind?
So far, everybody says something a little different, but it all falls in the line of it's not worth it. You know,
Okay, yeah, I get it.
don't think
Regardless
about
of
what
what
you
they
do.
did,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not
Just
worth
go
it.
get a 9 to 5, bro.
yeah.
Stop
Have you
robbing people.
ever been able to do a follow up with any? Because we all sound different as soon as we get out. Like, oh man, I'm never doing this again.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You
that
know
might
what I'm
be something
saying?
interesting. Like,
Not
have you
yet.
thought about doing that?
Not yet, bro, because I just started, but that's definitely something
Nah.
I'm down to do.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Maybe
an
maybe
idea,
get their
maybe change.
email or something.
Yeah, because they ask me, they're always like, what's your YouTube channel? What's your Instagram? And I give it to them, but I need to get there, so,
we can follow up with
follow up.
Hey, but this is
There's a
that's how we
docuseries
grow,
that you're
though.
creating. If people gonna want to know the follow up story, like,
Yeah, what happened to that guy? And then I'll bring him back on, like,
Yeah, totally.
it's
Thank
like,
you. I appreciate that idea. man.
And guess what? We can even
yeah, bro,
see if
I
we
made
can
that
get
same
help.
mistake.
Yeah. He call it collect.
Yeah.
He call it collect. But we also can maybe get them help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that person, hopefully they did better after that. But if they didn't, it's a way to not only bring them back on for a second time, but, can you connect them with some organization?
Is there a way that you think that you can possibly get with the sheriff's department to actually see if you can get like permission to actually go in while they're inside and ask questions?
I'm not sure, bro. But I mean, I am currently on probation, so I can probably talk to my PO probably and try to get something done because I'm good with my PO.
I don't know if that would be a good idea.
Probably
That's what
not.
I'm
That's why I don't want to go in. Like, they not gonna let me out.
Yeah, why are you here?
I don't advise that one personally,
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to
Yeah.
participate in this
Stay on the
lineup?
steps.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay close to the door.
Stay out on the steps.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
It's something about they go in and they
Something
don't come
about
out.
going in. Yeah.
Yeah, like you don't want to get too deep involved like that. I think outside is good enough.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, we don't want to go in.
He's like, yeah, I wanted to do an in-depth interview.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, cause I ain't gonna lie, when Mike first told me about it, like I was thinking you was going in that motherfucker. Like I ain't gonna lie, like
Oh, nah.
today you telling us this morning that like you just on the outskirts, and you wait for them to get out, or maybe
Yeah, I'm
they
like,
already right there.
like in the lobby, bro. I'm not going in.
Yeah, I thought you was inside
Has
too.
anyone not want to been approached, bro? Like have they been like, man, get the fuck away from me? I want to talk about that shit.
Yeah, definitely.
Fuck the kids.
Now, one time,
Hope they all fuck up.
it was a gang of them. It was a gang, like they were all in the line. It took for the one dude. The first dude I approached was like, nah, and then everybody else was like, nah. And
They was following what he was saying.
yeah. But one of them was like, yeah, and I was like, all right, cool, come on,
Yeah,
So,
that's real.
Yeah, we need to follow up on
Hands
that.
up to that guy.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
he didn't follow him.
Yeah, no, definitely. Because it's rocket fuel for what you're doing.
Nah, it is.
And what you're doing is great because someone's going to benefit from that.
Yeah.
And we can't control who, but there's going to be somebody who's going to see that, male or female, and say, oh man, oh wow. You know what I'm
Shit, the
saying?
people that you interviewing that's coming out of the county jail, they can go back and just in case they ever thought about doing some stupid shit again, they can look at your YouTube channel of them saying it. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can see themselves like be like, hold up, bro.
Yeah,
Gotta
but
be
see,
that reality
sometimes,
check.
but see, that's the thing about sometimes you can be too smart for your own good. You can say, well, nah, brother, you wasn't doing it right. I'll show you.
It is gonna be some people like that. And I told you, I agree with you. Man.
Well, he can tell you. Tell them the story of the revolving door.
This where you messed up at.
Where'd you put your name at? Remember?
Oh shit,
Tell them that.
man. You know, in my dumb days. Well, I'm still in my dumb days. You know, but I had went to jail. You know, and 9500. You know what I'm saying? Charlie 11. Beat me and my first love's name on the wall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was a year, maybe 2 years later. 9500. C11. I'm like, damn. Took my shoes off when they let me go. Said I'm not one. Them motherfuckers walking me up in this bitch.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've been back to jail since.
Nah. He saw his name twice.
Oh, for real? So,
I'm back in the same motherfucking
in the
cell.
same cell.
Yeah, I'm on. No. Something ain't.
They had it waiting for you.
Something ain't right.
Circle
You know
of
what I'm
life,
saying?
baby.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, I said I wanted a room with a view. You know what I mean? You give me this
I think
motherfucker
I
again.
earned that at least.
Yeah, you know, so yeah. It's like
Crazy. He called me collect.
it's another experience I had to where I went to jail in Chicago. Some dumbass 26 pounds of weed in the airport. I go home on bail, and then my dumbass gets arrested in St. Louis. The white boy I was in jail in Chicago with is in jail with me in St. Louis.
Are you following?
I'm like, nigga, goddamn, what you doing here, motherfucker? What you doing here?
Yeah.
So obviously we was both fucking up, and at that time I had never been to a California jail. When I get to LA and go to jail for my first time, your boy was scared as fuck.
Man.
Chicago, St. Louis, it was nice. It was nice.
Midwest. It was different.
You know what I'm saying? It was really nice. And I got here.
It looked grimy.
Oh, it was grimy. You know what I'm saying? Because the gang is completely different.
It's pee on the floor.
He
walked in.
Yeah.
He didn't do this over there.
And I'm not affiliated with anything.
It's mopped.
I'm like, okay, well, my brother was in a gang. I know some gang members.
Yeah.
But I don't know nobody high profile
They ain't
enough.
gonna help you in here, homie.
Yeah, exactly.
That nigga's gonna budget outside.
So
that
nigga
nigga's
like,
real for outside.
Excuse me, which phones are ours? So yeah, fuck yeah, well, stay in school.
Yeah.
Totally.
Totally. Now for real.
I got a similar story. I didn't write my name or none of that, but cause I had went to jail, and then I was like, I'm never coming back, right? I ended up going back, but what I seen was somebody I knew. He had hit up all over it was like those holding tanks, those pods, those big pods. I was in there by myself. And I just seen a gang of hit-ups of him, but he ended up doing life now. So I was just like, damn, that's crazy. Like, he was in this same pod, I'm not sure what the universe is trying to tell me, but, it was trying to tell me something.
Well, sometimes it's just showing us our loops.
Yeah.
That our thoughts is
Showing you how everything's coming full circle.
It's a street sign.
Yeah.
Now, if you choose to go down that street,
that's on you.
That's on you.
Yeah.
Because to be honest with you, everyone can sum up their lives in 5 chapters. Like me, first chapter. Walk down the street, there's a big hole right there. I didn't see it, I fell in. Chapter 2, walk down the same street. Forgot about the hole that's right there. Fall in.
Fall in again.
Chapter 3, I know this street. Walk down that street. I turned my head for a second, fell in the hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chapter 4,
Yeah.
I remember this street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This time I'm gonna jump over the hole.
Yeah.
Didn't jump far enough. Fell in the motherfucking hole.
But now your awareness is there.
Chapter 5, I just don't even go down that motherfucking street.
Street no
Yeah,
more.
yeah, totally.
Okay, avoid it completely.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
You know,
Ain't
so
no
yeah.
point in going down that road.
No.
Yeah.
What am I searching for on this motherfucking block?
Exactly. So that's my life in 5 chapters.
That's really how it be though, man. Cause for me at least, there's times where I don't have nothing to do, and I'm on a road to watch, bro. I want to go with the boys today and just drink a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but why? Why do I want to just go over there and drink and do, bullshit? But that's some shadow work I gotta do with myself.
Yeah, totally, totally.
You
And
thinking
it's
you
good
thinking
that
you
know
missing
that.
something?
Yeah.
You thinking you gonna miss
But
something?
when you young though, ain't no problem with that. Cause I was there too. I'm 30. And when I was 23, I was still wanting to go out and kick it with. Like that's where it's normal. Don't feel
Yeah.
bad for it.
I feel
Feel me?
it.
But also know like since you got a plan and you actually doing something, that's where you should put most of your time and energy into, bro.
Because you becoming more valuable.
Yeah.
The fact that your consciousness is coming into
You can't make your friends feel more valuable to themselves.
or that moment.
Definitely.
That
You know?
moment is not as valuable.
Like
as your
those moments
long-term.
always gonna be there. It's not going
Yeah,
nowhere.
it's not going nowhere.
Everybody-
Everybody, really your friends, they gonna be happy to see you whenever you show up.
Yeah.
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 Everybody get to their spot when they get to their spot.
That's real.
Just like a lot of people say, I should have been a lawyer. No, you should have been a stripper. If you was gonna be a lawyer, you would have been a lawyer.
Totally.
Yeah.
If you were supposed to be a doctor, you
No
would have been a doctor.
regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets.
Love what you do and
Go
have
forward.
fun. Like
Go forward
23,
from it.
live that shit, bro.
Yeah, go forward
Yeah.
from there. Go forward from there. Don't.
Honestly, I feel like Dubs is like the timing for you to fuck up and, don't be afraid to fuck up in your 20s because, like, this is the time for it. Feel me? To learn.
Cool. Yeah.
You gotta have a cap on it a little bit because we don't want you over the edge.
Yeah, I ain't saying it like that. Of course, he said he don't want to go to jail no more.
Yeah.
So I know, like, feel me, he's saying, but I'm telling him, like, as far as, like, don't feel bad about kicking it when
Some of us-
peers and shit,
Definitely. Yeah.
Some of us need to go over the edge.
Yeah, it's gotta happen. That's what it is.
Because everybody learns a certain lesson, but some of us gotta, you ain't had your ass kicked enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you gonna go over the edge, you gonna reach your hand up for somebody. That shit ain't like the movies.
Nah.
You know what
It
I'm saying?
ain't like the
To where you
movies.
grab the dude's hand just as your hand slipped. You know what I'm saying? What happens is, you get his hand, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna slip.
Hey, in real life, a nigga think his arm would pop out of socket and you would fall to your death.
Yeah.
Like whoever's falling, like you would be gone. Like and his arm would be broke.
And it's always that one dude, he like 180, and the dude he saving is like 250.
It don't never make sense.
Yeah.
The math is all.
How he gonna hold his balance?
Even with the women, like when it be a 100-pound woman, like her weight is way more when she's falling.
And it's dead weight.
Yeah, like
That's why.
Well, she's moving at 107 miles per minute or something like that.
Yeah.
Let's not put
Falling.
miles. Let's not put miles into it. We'll just call it terminal velocity.
Terminal, I like
Yeah,
that.
terminal velocity.
Once you hit that, I'm a construction worker, former construction worker, and I was a safety coordinator. And a 6-foot fall is what kills a lot of people.
Totally.
So by the time you
damn.
fall, if you're 250 pounds and you fall 6 feet, you've exerted almost 1,600 pounds per square inch once you hit the ground. So don't worry about the fall. The fall is nothing.
Yeah.
It's the sudden stop at the end.
Yeah. The impact.
So if you fall from 6 feet and it's on your neck, you for sure will break your neck.
Yeah.
Your neck is only set up for like 12 pounds of pressure.
nah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying. You know how I sum it up? This place, sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I
To disagree.
Yeah, and Lennox
I
was a
love
bad
that
bitch.
Yeah.
She let you know.
Some of them, what is it?
I wonder if
Some
she
of them
wrote that
want to
on
be used by
mushrooms.
you.
And some of them want to be abused.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. That's
And,
real.
and sometimes we play both parts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you're lucky.
yeah, it's a joyful pain.
Yeah, totally. Because it's the only way you can learn. It's the only
Like
way
that
you-
episode of Rick and Morty, it's like pain is pleasure. And then the pleasure is pain. Like,
I gotta watch the last season of that.
Oh, you ain't look out.
No, because they want you to pay for it. Nah, I'm
It's getting like that.
Yeah.
you got cable.
Yeah.
It's watching on cable. It's on demand.
Hey, not only he got money.
Yeah, I've gotten cheap.
Yeah, man,
You know what I'm
money.
saying? And then I'll squeeze a quarter till the eagle scream. Goddamn it. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I came into this world with nothing and I still got most of it left.
You know. So yeah, nah, for real. Because the world will wake you up. There's so many different beings that you meet in this journey, in this travel. That's why I learned to stop judging. And it feels good to have my mind empty, no preconceived concepts of who people are, what their value is.
Yeah.
You give us things. A lot of times we meet people and we trying to get something.
Right away. What can I get out this person?
Yeah.
How can they benefit?
How can I benefit from
Totally.
Yeah.
Not what you can add.
Yeah, what can you add?
you? What value can I add into their life?
Not that.
And that's the thinking that we all need to have.
Coming out the hood especially. coming out the hood, we're always value driven towards what
And
I
it's
want.
crazy that we don't naturally think like that because we all come from the same place. Like, motherfuckers should know, like, if this motherfucker's in the same vicinity of you, he's just getting by, just like you.
Regardless of
like,
his
nigga,
car.
you're able to talk to this nigga. Like,
Yeah, if he was really a billionaire,
or if he was doing better than you wouldn't even know him.
you wouldn't even know him.
Yeah, like that's how I be feeling about like once I get money, like once I really got the cheddar, oh well, you're not even gonna see me no more. Like I'll be like a phantom. Like, did he even really exist? Like,
Once I got a little bit of money in my pocket, I'm sorry, I'm not the type of person that's supposed to have power. I'm not. You know, because
You don't run amok.
I forget all humility. You know what I'm saying? And then here's to top it all off. I didn't even earn that money that I have. You know what I'm saying? My shit came as an inheritance. You know what I'm saying? My parents left me 2 houses. Through alcoholism, I got rid of one. Should have kept that bitch.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And some money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, if I don't really want to work right now, I don't have to. You know, but with this humbleness that I got right now, you know what I'm saying? Because I would look down on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Why you do more?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know,
You have more.
and with this new humility, especially like the bum that's out there begging. I want to hear your story to how you got here.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
crazy. Over the years, I learned a lot of the homeless people's stories.
Yeah.
Like, some of the homies' aunties actually knew some of them homeless people that we see on LA. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a real dark-skinned brother. He had all the gold chains around his neck. Homeless.
yeah, I seen a homeless
You got
dude
a
one
long
time,
story.
and the nigga was he was swole. I'm like, say, brother, can I get it? Yeah, you can get $1, nigga.
Back in the day, over the years, he
Yeah,
he
but you know what I'm saying.
deteriorated.
But what got you here?
Yeah.
You know, because we all got a different bottom.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? For me, they call it a high bottom. You know, because when I hit my rock bottom, I haven't lost that much. You know what I'm saying? Whereas some people have to lose everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
Not with me.
What's your story? You know what I'm saying? Instead of sitting there saying, "Well, look at this motherfucker."
Yeah, completely.
Yeah,
Because there's no empathy in that, and there's no expansion.
yeah.
You've already just said this is who they are, dead on the ground. I define this person. They can never be nothing better or bigger than that. Stump them out.
Yeah, because like now, you know, certain folks,
Absolutely.
especially if I can tell that you a drug addict or something, like, hey, brother, can I? Here you go. You know what I'm saying? Go on, get that next fix for
Get
yourself.
that fixed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you needing it right now.
Yeah.
That might not be the greatest concept.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But
It is.
man,
Well, look, dig this. I had a
You
minister
can't
once.
control what people gonna do with the power once you give it to them. That's your energy. That's your power. When you
It's-
give
it-
out money, you're giving out your energy.
Yeah,
so
totally.
whatever they choose to do with that energy is what they choose. If he thought the crack rock was better than the chicken sandwich tonight, then that's his prerogative.
well, I knew he wasn't gonna get the chicks.
Yeah.
gonna get
Totally.
cracked.
It was-
I knew he wasn't either too when I gave
go,
out the $10.
go on to get your fix. Matter of fact, where you getting it from? Just in case I fall.
It's been times I ask him, like, man, you gonna get your fix? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, no trip. And I give him the money.
Like the dude on the freeway, I have so much respect for him. His sign said, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I just want a beer."
Yeah.
You know what, brothers? Get in. I'll
like
take
that.
you.
Yeah.
I'll take you to the liquor store.
I'll take you to the
He's
liquor
telling
store.
you like, this is my affliction,
Yeah.
and I get it, but would you help me? Because
'Cause
this
this
is
is
the
where
only
I'm
thing
at
that's
right now.
helping me.
Yeah.
Yeah, instead of talking about I'm a veteran.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the Vietnam War. I'm like, dude, you 30.
And I seen one though where a guy was saying he need money to take karate classes to fight off
To
ninjas.
fight
that
off
was
ninjas, to jump at his family.
I would mad at his creativity. You know?
Well, the one that's tripping me out, and it's right there on Century and Crenshaw, Spanish family. They're saying that we're collecting money for the memorial of our child.
Yeah.
The baby right there in the fucking stroller.
They got a picture of the baby right there
I'm
with
like-
the memorial and the baby's still.
I'm like, ain't that her?
Yeah.
No, that's a twin.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, she look good. She look good.
Well, remember that's the type of place we live in, man.
Yeah.
People are forced to do all kinds of shit.
A
with
lot
money.
of that
I
started
done seen it.
happening. I just seen a lot of that.
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah.
I seen a guy
seen a lot of it.
I seen a guy roll off in a 5 Series.
Yeah, I just see
Paid
that
some
one
money.
too. Like,
He took off his little
hopped in the
homeless
Benzo.
uniform and he jumped in the Benzo. I was like, ooh. I said, he knows
Nice.
more than me.
Nice.
I'm in a Pathfinder.
Yeah.
so I'm gonna hop out the
Yeah,
Benz.
this
I was
This
like, hey,
nigga
girl,
doing-
what hours do you keep?
And he doing less hours.
Yeah, totally. So See, it's perspective, man. It's perspective.
Yeah.
A lot of times people want to feel better than people, but that's not self-esteem. That's comparison.
Yeah.
Self-esteem should come from inside out. So you should feel better, not better than people, but you should just feel better.
Better
Does that
than
mean-
you
than
were
you were
yesterday.
yesterday. Totally. That's the real comparison. How do I
Better
feel
than
today?
you were 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, totally.
I want to be better than you.
Yeah, but most people, but through competition, think about it, we in a very sports.
I got a song like that. Ain't no
Uh,
one better than me than a better me.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's the real competition. How can I compete against myself? How can I get better day after day after day? How can I lead the charge on that?
Yeah.
But that's a difficult one because I promise you, you're gonna hit a wall. It's hard to upgrade yourself. It can be very difficult to, like, you might have the emotional inspiration, but then you're like, but how do I level up? That's where humility comes into play. And you realize I can kind of go forward with momentum, but that's horizontal. How do you elevate with that momentum?
Yeah.
And it takes humility to now say, well, I don't have the answer. I do have the inspiration, but I don't have the answer. How do I turn that into the mechanics to go higher and go higher? And what I've been finding, and y'all tell me if y'all agree with this, the more you open to helping others, the more like it seems like you climb. I can't even explain it. I have no math on it or no type of calculations on it. I just know that whenever I've worked towards helping others, somehow more great things happened in my life that I had nothing to do with. Like I didn't directly play a part in any of the good things that came next.
Well, what I've noticed, and I was telling you this earlier, every morning I'll send an inspirational text to like 15 people.
Yeah.
And I give an advice to somebody else. Their reply was, man, well, nobody's calling me back. They're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Ever so often, there'll be somebody that say, hey, you know what, I needed that. Then that's who it was for. You know what I'm saying? Have you ever lost $1, but then somewhere down the line you find 5?
Totally.
Yeah.
Wherever you lost it, you ain't gonna find it right there. So whoever you bless, that's not the person that's supposed to pay you back.
Yeah.
So if you go into it with no expectations, because if you put expectations, people will always let you down.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Not talking.
Definitely.
That's
Just
why you should only set expectations on yourself.
do it because it feels good. You know what I'm saying? It's times I'm like, man, well,
and because you could. Do
only-
it, feel good,
only
and you
got
personally
5.
can do it in that moment.
You were present.
I only got 5, but I'll give you this because if nothing else, I know I'm in the position to where okay, I can afford to not have this.
Correct.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm working, and if I'm not working, well, my wife is working, and if she's not working, my kids is working. If she ain't
People
working,
over here working, he ain't got nobody working for
Yeah,
him.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
that's exactly how you have to
can,
dial that shit down.
I have places where I can. Okay, well, if I ain't got this, I can go get this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And you
saying?
might not even have to source none of them places. I think that's also another thing that's been placed in us is to project into the future too quick of the calamity that's happening. You get what I'm saying? And the calamity hasn't happened. That's all imagination. Remember, imagination is more powerful than reality. So in reality, you might have whatever you have in your bank account. And you'll find out that it got you completely to the next check or whatever it is you needed to do. But you did all this crazy, making yourself feel upset, afraid. You called people up. You called people up and you found out they really couldn't help you. You know what I'm saying? So you called this guy or this girl and you're like, oh man, they couldn't help me. Which I guess on a certain level is good because now you know.
Yeah.
But you didn't necessarily have to test those bridges because you actually were always smooth.
Yeah.
You already were taken care of. Yeah.
That's crazy. People do that a lot of times. Put more strain on bridges they already have. Like, you know that bridge is already good. You walk past it all the time. Like, I just need to test it. See how before you start bouncing on it. Like, how firm is this bridge? Will it hold me up? But sometimes in doing that, you make it snap, and then now you done broke the bridge, or you burnt the bridge by trying to test out the durability too much. Just let that bitch be a bridge, bro. Like, it's getting you to the next path. Like, don't try to put that extra on it.
Everybody down here under pressure, man.
Oh yeah, I know.
Just on the time. Remember the concept of time that they've given us?
Gotta get here on time.
I got I gotta get it in. I gotta get in all the sex and all the fun before time runs out.
Yeah, before time comes.
Yeah, and nigga don't even know when they gonna die.
Yeah,
They
totally.
gotta squeeze it all in.
Yeah, totally. The guy's like, but you're leaving tomorrow.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact.
Yeah. We can call you back early.
Yeah. You
I have
know,
a T-shirt that says, "If you want to hear a guy laugh, tell him your plans."
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to hear a guy laugh, tell him your
Uh-huh.
plans.
As a matter of fact, we had someone cancel. You know, I can squeeze you in right now.
That's really what's going on down here on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
Can we be more pliable to this?
Yeah.
Can we not make it a tragedy? Can we not?
Let's make it a triumph.
Yeah. Like, how do we keep continually turning
Let's triumph
lemons
over
into
that shit.
lemonade? Well, you got to continually make lemon meringue pie, make lemonade, lemon cookies.
Well, you know what I'm saying? I just try to break even.
You try to.
You know what I'm saying? If I didn't lose nothing, okay. If I didn't gain nothing, that ain't so bad either.
At least I ain't losing.
You know what I'm saying? I get to go to sleep tonight and hopefully I wake up.
I feel you.
You know, because maybe it'll be better tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, if I lose something tomorrow, okay, well, how much did I lose? Because the way I look at things now, I put a pain tolerance on it.
Good, though.
You know, okay, is this physically gonna cause me any pain? You know, and then I put it into the perspective of, okay, if I'm gonna have to go through with it, then I tell myself this is gonna be the worst excruciating pain that you're ever gonna feel. It's gonna hurt. Then once I get through it, it's just a paper cut.
You normally is.
You know what I'm saying? So then I go, whew. Oh,
You can exhale,
okay. That wasn't so bad.
take a load off.
You know. But, you know, my logic's always been a little askew. You know.
Well, Jamesism.
Yeah.
Jamesism.
Yeah, my family calls it the James Call theory. So
Yeah.
a lot of the things that I think and the way I think of it, you know, my wife's like, you know, that's not how that goes. But it's been getting me by.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm
like
saying?
I said, it's Jamesism.
Yeah, I've gotten this far with
We
it.
all got a little Jamesism.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
You know, it just doesn't make sense to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know 2 + 2 is 4. But for me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go that route. Half plus 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 half. Hey, I'm going to get there.
It's perspective. What's half of 8?
You know what I'm saying? I think it's 4. No, it's 2 + 2.
Well, if you take the 8 and you erase it, then it becomes a 3. So you get what I'm saying? It's
So
all
it's
in
half of
perspective.
8.
What's
Like
half of
how-
8?
Where you halving it at?
Yeah, where you halving it at? Where
Yeah.
we chopping this in half?
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? It's,
Because
Exactly.
it's zero.
it's more than one way
Half
to
of 8
chop
could be
in
0.
half. Yeah, totally. So
If you turn it sideways, it could be infinity.
totally,
Right.
totally.
Yeah,
Yeah.
infinity.
So it's all in how you chopping it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once again, we've been given away the thing. And I believe it's a good way. Because without being given something, you might not know how to put anything together.
Right.
So, but now we can go outside of that. We can go around it. We can go all kinds of ways with it.
No, I think it's true. Well, and with the people that's in power, feel me, that run governments and stuff, they would say that's chaos. Feel me?
They would say, what is chaos?
The free thinking. That's what I said. Like, you really don't need no one to teach. Like you said, we've been taught and told how to think, but we never needed that. Feel me? Motherfuckers was already thinking. You think as soon as you're born.
Well,
Why
I
are they
mean,
eating that? What's that? What are you about to put in my mouth? Like, you as a baby, are you thinking all this shit? Like, why are they making
Well, you're
me
taking in
stand
data
up?
and information.
I don't really worry about government and politics anymore because we're just that far down the rung to where we really don't have a say.
But
all
you're at the base of the
we
triangle.
all that we can do is just live. Because we keep saying, "Oh, well, you didn't vote." Motherfucker did vote.
Yeah.
Motherfucker did vote.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just still gonna just keep continuing the way that it's continuing.
No, I agree with you on
This is
that.
You know what I'm
on that,
saying?
man.
Because we all thought shit was gonna get better because we had a new president.
And it's just different.
It's just
It's always
different.
just
It's
different.
just different.
You know what I'm saying? Democrat, Republican, I don't trust none of these
Puppets.
motherfuckers no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, you know what? Just open the borders. Let it. Don't be mad at the motherfucker for wanting a better life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always gonna make enough money for them or whatever programs for them anyway.
Well, we
Why
print
not?
it. We print the money anyway.
You know, so why not? You know what I'm saying? But the only thing that I did disagree with, and I'm, you know, is you're separating the children from their families. Okay, let's just say I have my 5-year-old son with me and I'll go rob a bank.
Mm-hmm.
Does he get to go to the same facility with me?
Oh, you shouldn't.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
the
voting for
separating
that.
the separating a family part, don't disagree with, but everything else, hey man, fucking let a motherfucker in.
It's not a perfect system,
Yeah.
and that's the whole point of us keep moving forward and evolving, because it's not a perfect system.
Yeah, I mean, if we got rid of all the immigrants, this country would crumble in a matter of seconds.
No, for
Well,
sure.
most people don't know that because they maybe been given a different hype.
You
They've
know,
been told a different
it was,
narrative.
oh man, they're taking our jobs. No, they're not.
Did you want to do that shit?
Did you want to get up and go do it?
Yeah.
They didn't take
For
it.
real, did you want to do that shit?
Yeah. She was already there. Nigga. You
Yeah,
didn't go apply.
they didn't take it. You know, and because I remember when I was coming up, teenagers had jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
That's all
saying?
the grown-ups have now.
Yeah, all the entry level jobs, people that's in their 30s and 40s got.
Yeah.
And now they want to, don't get me wrong, hey, raise the minimum wage, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, but that's not the job, that's an entry level job.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The kids were supposed to have that job.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, fast food was all kids when we was
Yeah,
coming
no,
up.
for sure.
It wasn't
Yeah,
no
you
grown-up.
always had that
Only
one
grown up
homie.
was the manager.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That was it.
Nah, for
That's the
sure.
only
Now you
grown-up.
got nothing but damn near grown-ups working in fast food
Yeah,
restaurants.
you can't get no free fries
It's
or nothing.
50-year-olds in there.
Ain't no more hookups.
Hey, they
Oh
got,
no, they're stern.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
they're grown-ups.
They got pictures. They got pictures on the register.
Yeah, exactly. Like, come on, man, I ordered a 20 piece. Why you just giving me one sauce?
Yeah.
Man,
Totally.
they be cold with it, man.
It costs 89 cents.
Yeah, and 89 cents if you want more sauce.
Yeah, man, come on, man, for real.
Well, that's capitalism. Being a capitalist, I don't believe is negative. I believe capitalism is taking a downturn. But on the individual capitalist can choose to do something different with their money and their resources. You get what I'm saying? So I won't indict the whole system. I'll just say as of right now, it's not working the way it's supposed to efficiently.
When has it ever?
The nature of it is that people, they're greedy. They think they need more than they need. And then once you got shareholders and things of that nature, people feel obligated to that because that's how they keep getting the money from the shareholder, is to supply them with the fuel to give them money again. Can you see it's like subsisting on itself? It's like keep feeding it. You just keep feeding the beast.
Yeah.
But it can be done better. And that's what we have to think about. How can it be done better? Not destruction, not tear down the system. Because if tomorrow you couldn't go into marketing with money, whether it be credit card, debit, or cash, how would it look?
Yeah.
You're used to doing this.
I mean, shit, that's what it's about to, everybody talking about it right now. Like, next month, no more cash, bro.
Yeah, but
I'm telling everybody, like, bro, it's not going to happen that
but
fast.
we're men. You know what I'm saying? A woman can walk in the market with no money and come out with products.
With a bag.
With some products.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Do
You
you
know,
need some help?
hey, pussy will sell before cotton and corn will.
No, for sure.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you know what I'm saying? A thankless job.
Hey, so they really gonna do that? The paper money ain't gonna be no more?
Yeah, well, they
They
said
talking
that
that's
about
what they
it.
saying,
What
huh?
they're doing is they're grooming our minds for it. What they do
that's
is
what
they
everything
make
always is. That's
yeah.
what the COVID-19 was.
They do
Yeah,
public
yeah.
announcements like
Here's
2-3
Project
years in
19, the
advance.
end of 2019. We're going to
Yeah.
release a drug on them and see how this fear interacts
Yeah.
with their psychosis. And
If you go back
what will
through
the
Netflix,
masses do?
well, if you go back
They
through
cower in their homes
Netflix,
like we tell them to.
you'll see that Netflix had a whole bunch of flicks that was like pre-COVID type
Yeah.
movies.
Even 10 years before COVID,
Yeah.
they had movies like Contagion. That shit
Yeah.
came out like 2008.
Yeah,
like
totally.
they
was
was
getting your
niggas-
minds ready
yeah.
for it. They was getting your minds ready for it.
Even with the zombies and shit, like, feel me, everything, like, they be gearing your mind up for it. Feel me?
Well, yeah, just like I think it's The Last of Us.
Yeah, I seen it last.
You know, now they make the
The
zombies
video game
seem
is better.
it seems more amenable and plausible when they talk about, well, I mean, hey, man, you know, you can get this from the mushrooms, like how they do the insects.
Yeah, totally.
You know, so hey, shit, fucking, you know, hey, I just say shit, fucking, come get me and shit.
yeah. Hey, when people were saying, oh, it's gonna come when COVID hit, people were like, oh, it's gonna just come through your window because I was reading all kinds of stuff. I was like, I'm opening my window and be like, because if it's that deadly,
Man, I was
Yeah,
tripping.
what make you think the mask can stop it? Like, motherfucker, farts is getting through the mask, bro. This shit is stronger than the fart. This shit is deadly. The fart not making you sick.
Yeah,
But this COVID, it's gonna fuck with you.
yeah. So if it's as deadly as they're saying,
Yeah, like
I might as well open up the window, and breathe it in.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. Like when I hear stuff like you're wearing a mask, why? Like,
Hey, you remember that movie? That
hey,
did
then a lot of
the-
people
the
be
day
wearing
after?
masks and be causing acne
Yeah.
and shit.
They, look, when we was younger, the main thing to scare us was nuclear war between America and Russia.
Yeah.
They kept our balls in a winch for many years with this, regardless of your neighborhood, because you knew from Hiroshima that nuclear war was possible. You would see what it did to the people over
Because
there.
America pressed that button, they were like, we not afraid to press that button.
Yeah, and you know, it's people not afraid to press that button, so
Yeah.
you know, and they don't look like you. So you're
No,
like,
for sure.
there's nobody in there that looks like me. They're not afraid to press this button.
Yeah, now it's a whole bunch of motherfuckers.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, it ain't just one.
Nah,
Yeah,
it's-
everybody got their own button.
Everyone got their own button.
Like, it's like, I ain't really like.
But they did a movie like, I don't know, 83, 84 called The Day After. And what they did was show you what it would look like if just a few bombs got through to America. And they didn't pick LA and New York and Chicago. Those places get destroyed in the movie immediately because they're big cities.
Yeah.
They picked like the Midwest, like Ohio, Pennsylvania, northern Kansas. They picked these other areas you don't never necessarily look
Where
at.
all the agriculture is.
Yeah. So then they show the first 3 days you're going through nuclear winter. So it's just ashes falling out the sky. And so the people who
Nothing's growing.
yeah, well, not only that, your teeth are falling out within 72 hours.
No, for sure.
you
Skin
bleed.
is melting off fucking bones.
And when I think back to that movie, I can't believe they played that movie. And it was like a 3-part series movie, man. They made
no,
look
shit,
at it.
it's gonna look like Chernobyl. Chernobyl Island.
Totally, man. So
People still don't go to Chernobyl.
this could be the beginning of those types of predictive behavior experiments. Who collected the data after they showed us that movie?
Dude, they're doing it with the
Gino did. Gino
Come on.
collected
You
the
got all
data.
the tape, you know.
How much?
Gino got it on tape.
How much has the Simpsons predicted?
Yeah, it's
Everything,
ridiculous.
bro.
It's
God,
ridiculous.
that's why I'm waiting on Trump to die. Not like that, but like they
Yeah, time
predicted
travel.
it. Stuff like they fuck the indictment. They finna they,
Yeah,
and we don't even know. Like I'm at the point. Like
They
keep on
predicted
looking at all the Joe
that.
Bidens. All the Joe Bidens don't look the same. They got a Joe Biden from 2008 that don't look the same as Joe Biden from 2010. They got a Joe Biden from the first election. I mean, yeah, that's what they call it, right?
And you know how they are.
To now,
they
President-
fired that cloning
Nigga-
company. They said, we can get them cheaper.
Like people are realizing the earlobes are connected to the neck. Some of they're finding off-brand features.
Yeah, totally.
Like, nah, bro, we out here making a connection, bro. It's too much. The internet is here. It's like with the internet,
It's
you can
harder to hide
dissect.
things.
Yeah, it's harder to hide shit.
Information is the new
It's
commodity.
moving faster than y'all can try to hide
It's,
secrets.
I like the internet, but at the same time, I don't. You know, times were
feel
so
you.
much better
That's
with,
why you gotta be careful
with
what
the
you put out there.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
He's a encyclopedia.
You know what I'm saying? You know, just being able to just, and now you got the information, and now with the way things are going, can I really believe what I just read?
Yeah.
Well, I have an issue with that because this time you told me certain stars were dead, and maybe I follow that star and I like that person, and then I'm like, well, hold up, he's releasing a new movie this year, and I got to go back to Google and look it up and find out it was a scam. Like someone got millions of people to come read an article
Yeah,
for
about
that
this
day
shit.
about that particular person being deceased, even though they're not. And so that's the part of it that's I agree with you. You got to go research the information first before you share it again.
And some of this shit be the Nelson Mandela effect.
Yeah, definitely.
The
We be
Mandela
going through the Mandela effect. Because I swear to God, I remember Uncle Lou talking about he has some piranhas and you don't. Like, that's the Mandela effect.
I feel you. And how can you even track such a thing?
Yeah, exactly. Like, nigga, it's mine, so it's valid to me. I remember that shit. You remember something different. So that's the Mandela effect. That's the whole definition of it. Is that two different people, sets of people can remember two different things about one particular thing. Like, cause I for sure remember my grandparents teaching me Nelson Mandela died in prison. And then later on, this nigga never died in prison.
They did a movie with the soccer team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it was some crazy shit. I'm like, hold up. I was like, and then I remember my grandpa, I told him, I was like, y'all taught me this. He's like, no, we didn't. I was like, whoa. I was like, this shit getting real, bro. I was like, the Mandela effect is getting real.
I
Like,
remember before I went to the army, my mom said, "Don't you bring no white woman home." And to her deathbed, she swore that she never told me that. And I'm like, Moms, you did. Why you think I never brought a white woman home?
Yeah.
Like, James, I didn't tell you that she took that one with her.
yeah. That's the
took that
Mandela
one.
effect. She was not
she took
common
that
to
one
that
with her.
shit. That never happened to her in her mind.
You know, but the best thing that my mom's could have did for me, you know what I'm saying? My mom's hated my wife so much. You know what I'm saying? She died on Valentine's Day. You know, so whenever Valentine's Day come, my wife be looking for gifts. Like, oh, baby, this is a tough time. You know what I'm saying? My mom's looking down on me like, I told you I hated that bitch. My mom's hated my wife all the way through. Yes, she took that one all the way through.
Man.
All the way through. Yes, she did.
But just imagine if that could have been worked out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey.
Why that hit on point?
You know what I'm saying? That was y'all relationship. That was y'all relationship. You know? Yeah. Let's just turn this down before we start.
That's all good. It's all
You
good.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we open for the ad.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know that's the people responding to my text messages.
Oh, okay. Those who do respond.
They
Yeah.
say The Simpsons have predicted 21 events accurately.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's
bro.
a lot of.
That's a lot.
That's not
Accurately.
That's not to include the ones that were
That's
slightly
the point.
off.
Slightly off, yeah.
Nigga, no, accurately is nothing off, nigga.
Yeah. So I mean, hey.
So where they getting their information from?
That Negro Domus.
Negro Dominance.
The nigga scientists, Neil deGrasse Tyson, Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Not totally. So, yeah, this is way more adventurous than it is. It is.
I like to really see him do some mushrooms.
Oh, Neil
Yeah.
deGrasse, what's it? Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah, he said some crazy shit one time. He was like, we are barely using our minds right now. He's like, so why would I want to take a substance that'll just totally warp my shit? I was like, this nigga crazy. Like sometimes, like, that was literally what you said like earlier. People just be saying shit like he didn't want to just say he didn't know. Instead, he just start blurting out shit.
Man, can you imagine a genius taking some mushrooms? All of a sudden, we got a cure for cancer, the common cold.
Yeah, that's what we looking for.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what
You know what I'm saying? The
That's
meaning
why
of
we need to
life.
wake the funk up.
Yeah.
You know why is
Wake the funk up.
why is it so hard to get a woman to admit she wrong? You know what I'm
Ooh,
saying?
That's gonna be a hard one.
I don't know about that. Hey,
Mushrooms might
I know
not be
this
able to
much-
cure that. I'm gonna keep it real.
Yeah, I know this much. If you figure,
think that's
that
it.
out, you a trillionaire.
Hey, that's how I
That's
know.
written in the code. I don't even know if it.
That's how I know God's not a man.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, no, totally.
Yeah, you better know.
We the byproduct of this. I'm telling you, I be telling people all the time.
Bro, we servants.
Yeah, man.
If you really break down the
We were commissioned to protect and serve.
provide for it.
Provide for life. That's it.
Yeah.
We don't create this shit.
yeah. So
Feel me?
that's what my father used to always say. He said, Mike, you'll be a boy a little while, but you'll be a man forever. And I never got that shit.
Man.
Because he tell you, because when you're a little boy, you can be dumb, you can make your little mistakes.
Yeah,
and
you trip,
don't
you
be
can
good,
cry.
All that.
When you a man, the motherfuckers, even other men look at you like, why is he crying?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Better pick your ass up. What's
What's
if you
his
don't
name?
get up quick enough, we gonna eat.
Kevin Samuels said, he was like, even when you break your arm, if you got 5 seconds to cry, niggas get back to reality. He was like, your shit snapped and he's facing the other way. You got, and then 5 seconds after that, you gotta pull that shit together, nigga.
Yeah, troop on.
Yeah.
Troop
And I
on.
thought about that shit as he was saying. I was like, that's kind of fucked up. But in reality, you got your wife looking at you past 30 seconds and your arm broke and you cry. She like, this nigga's a bitch. She's for sure thinking that shit. Like, why is he still crying like that?
Yeah, man.
It shouldn't hurt that much. Like, no, my arm is facing the other way. Like,
That's why when I get in certain situations, I'm like, well, dear, don't put me in this situation because I don't want you to find out what kind of man I really am.
I will have to take off the
Yeah,
mask.
I'm wearing the mask.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
not make me throw it and run.
I like what Dexter says, like, the mask is slipping.
Yeah.
The mask is slipping.
I feel like if that's really your wife and you're soulmate, like you should be able to cry in front of her. But like me as a man, like the times I have, it makes me feel like weird. Like damn, she's seen that side of me. Like she gonna see me as a weaker.
You
person.
don't know if she's doing this. Hey, Derek, what you up to? You know.
No, Kevin Samuels said that's for sure what she finna do. You cry too long in front of your girl. He was like, don't ever go home telling your girl your problems. She will be fucking your best friend tomorrow.
Damn.
I've cried enough in front
Because
of
they
my
not
wife
built
where I
for
don't
that,
even
bro.
care
They
anymore.
built for us to be able to take on their problems and they tell us all their sorrows and what's making them feel like. It looked like Missy weak ass bitch ass shit when we say it to them. And I realize it and I just accept that fact and don't keep all my shit to myself and tell my Jedi what I'm going through. Like,
Nah,
ain't no women to
That
turn
shit is
to.
hard,
My wife
Ain't
a
no
big girl.
women to turn
So
to.
what?
I said my wife a big
You're not
girl.
her son.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
like
So
the
it's
woman
a-
ain't never gonna look at you like, oh,
It's some
Like,
physical
she's
shit
not gonna
that
look
she
at
can-
it like that.
That's
She's
crazy.
looking
She
at
can
you like the
endure.
protector.
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, feel me, the provider. So hell no, she ain't gonna look at it
This is
like.
what she gonna say
Feel
to
me?
her.
Now, if you came out of her, she'd be like, "Oh, okay, baby." Like, feel me? That's why your mama the only one that's ever gonna give
Yeah,
you like
mom,
that.
shit.
Feel me? You can go tell mom some shit like that. Feel me? But you never be able to really share all that type of shit with your woman. It's just,
Man, that's great. So you gotta always maintain that.
yeah.
Well, because what happens is the way they
Not
go-
really.
Huh? Not really. Go ahead. Interject something
Nah,
different. I want to hear what you
not,
say.
not really. I only say that because I'm gonna tell them motherfuckers some shit. You
Yeah,
know?
but are you telling it crying? That's what we talking about.
You know
Yeah.
what? And I have. You know what I'm saying? You know, my
No,
wife.
real shit.
I've done it enough with my wife to where, hey. Now, if by now you don't know how a nigga built, and you know,
It's on you.
you know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it's your fault we still married.
Yeah, I feel that one.
No, because they ain't control of that. They have the rights to the contract.
We don't have the rights to
You
the
know.
contract.
We just there.
Yeah.
In any relationship as a man, you're just there. Feel
You
me?
know, so if
she
you-
weaved that web. She said, "I want you on this web, nigga."
If you feel that I'm too weak for you, then hey, you can crack on. You know what I'm saying? My saving grace is I like fat bitches, and there's plenty of them.
He said, "My saving grace."
You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that.
I can easily find me a woman that's gonna love me just as much as you do right now.
He being carried across the concert hall
Yeah.
with their hands. It's all fat girls and I
Yeah.
carrying him across.
Bunch of chubby fingers and stuff.
You know what I'm saying? It's that little elbow meat just hitting everywhere.
The little separation in the wrist. You see the separation from the wrist.
Yeah,
and
shit, fuck that. You know, I am your captain now.
You said what?
I am your captain now. Shit, fuck that.
I love when that nigga say that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I'll keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for years.
But we're
You
not
know.
saying it's every woman. We're just saying that for the most part,
I'm saying, why not? Don't test it. You feel me?
Yeah, he's saying don't
Just
test
that, yeah, if you know you love the shit, you don't want her looking at you like a bitch ass nigga. Know that why even test it? Like, feel me? Is it that important to share every deep thought? Is it that important to cry in front of her? To let her see that side of you?
because she might internalize it different.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
at least to
Another
You can't
me.
man-
control how she gonna internalize
Well,
it. That's what I'm saying.
another
So why
man
test
might
it?
look at it, and if he your homeboy, he might be like, "Dog, come sit with me," and be like, so he can see you going through something. Tell me, like, take it from the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Because he'll realize, man, men just don't cry. What's going on with
Yeah.
you? But a woman might literally be like, "I see his strength is fading."
No, for
And
sure.
This might be the time for the exit door.
dip out.
So yeah,
This
so
might be the time to check out.
Totally.
Yeah.
Roger that comes over, his best friend looks mighty strong. Saying it be the
I never seen him cry.
Yeah.
yeah, sure. It be the closest man in the vicinity. I'm telling you, like people
Strong
don't.
shoulders. He's got really strong shoulders.
Broad shoulders.
This is an evolutionary thing. So it might be something to go off in her brain that she don't even control.
No, totally.
It
It,
just-
ain't.
she sees
And that's why I
something-
say don't even share it.
Yeah.
Don't even share your woes with none of your women.
But James
Fellas.
is saying share them. Let them know who you are.
But I say
Why
that
not?
I agree with but this is damn near 30 relationship in, like 30 years in,
He's
like
saying you got experience.
yeah, like
You hardened for the
don't.
battle.
Let me say this: don't cry on her until 10 years in. After
You know
10
what?
years, after the decade in, bro, you been a decade in, cry in front of the bitch.
at
Let her know how you feel.
At least for me, you know what I'm saying? Because when I went into my relationship, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I let shit be known. You know, some dudes, they want to sit and cater to their woman, you know, and all this. That's fine. You know, but as soon as I start fucking with you, I'm letting you know what I'm going to go for and what I'm not going for.
Yeah, totally.
You know, so
You set parameters.
that shit's gonna always be the way that it's gonna be. You know, and from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Friday's fish fry.
yeah, because my wife had this habit of, you know, especially when men are around, you want to start talking shit, or some way, somehow. What you have to understand is that dude has to talk to me right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Once you done already laid your landmines down, I'm the one that has to fall on that shit.
Yeah.
So I tell you what,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to put me in that position, I mean, I'll gladly go ahead and step in and prove to you that the bigger, stronger man can whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you need to see where you just put me. You know what I'm saying? You know, is it necessary? You know, because if you put me in this position just so later on, you know, if I sit and I get mad with you and I raise my hand, oh, you didn't raise your hand to that other nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So look where look where you just put me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have the right to be upset with you because hey, I've already told you, don't put me in this position.
Yeah.
This is the man you're gonna get.
Yeah. Totally.
You know, just like hey, we had a baby possum run into our house one time. I'm in the kitchen, my wife is screaming, baby, baby, baby. Nigga, I peeked my head around the corner and was like, baby, what's wrong? I didn't run in there with my chest stuck out and all this shit because it's not going to get us both. Someone has to go get help.
Yeah.
Someone has to run.
You know what I'm saying? So tell me what's wrong. She's like, well, baby, there's a baby possum in the house. Oh, is that all? And apprehensively, I lifted my skirt, you know what I'm saying, and tipped on over and hopped on top of the table with a broom and was, you know,
Trying to flush it out.
I'm trying to get this possum out of here. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if this is the type of man you want to see in this type of situation, then you should have married that dude.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying?
Real shit right there.
You know, so because
You got me.
Yeah.
You voted for me. You campaigned for me.
I let you know what you was getting in this package. Life ain't no fucking box of chocolates, bitch. I told you.
I told you what came in the box.
I told you this
It's
is the
some
Three
caramel,
Musketeers.
it's some
You
nuggets.
know what I'm saying? It's milk chocolate and it's nougat all in the middle.
Every chocolate the same.
Yeah, so, you know.
There's no assortment.
Yeah, you know what you got. You know what I'm saying? It's snack size.
Yeah, totally.
You know what I'm saying? So don't get amnesia. None of that other stuff. You know,
All of a sudden you don't remember what we talking about.
And
I'm sure that's what it always is.
and I don't want to hear, oh, well, I don't recall. No. I wrote it down. It's right here. It's right here. It's in the contract. It's in the contract.
Start
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, because when we said for better or worse, for better or worse,
Oh, God.
you know what I'm saying? Hey, believe it or not, my worse is my better. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes my better is my worse. They didn't say what order that shit had to go in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, because I feel my wife got with me because I had a steady job. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't selling weed like all them other riffraffs and shit that she was dealing with. You know, hey.
Yeah, well, women always look to upgrade.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
consistency.
saying? You
Women
know?
like consistency.
So the
And they
niggas, all them
upgrade.
niggas that was selling nickel sacks, I'm like, well, you know, I make more with going to work. You know, than what
said,
you
"Come on."
doing. You know, so
Come
now here it is. I mean, because I didn't love my wife when I first married her, and we've had this conversation many times, and dudes be like, dude, you told her
I can
that?
relate to that.
I'm like, well, yeah.
Well, that's not how men fall in love.
You know what I'm saying?
No, this is what we, exactly.
You know, my wife
They
didn't
fall in
have,
love right away, and that's why the relationship will never work if a woman ain't head over heels over for you.
my wife didn't have any children. I'm not raising somebody else's. You know what I'm saying? My wife had insurance, been on her job for 20 some odd years, and I've told her many times, I married the woman I needed, not the one that I wanted. You know, because the woman that I want,
He's straight no chaser. Right?
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
is
that's
the-
why I like her.
Yeah,
Yeah, I love you,
the
babe.
woman I want is going to let me do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want to. That's a recipe for my downfall.
Yeah, totally. Not for real. He run him up.
You know what I'm saying?
hung out with him.
I
He run
can't,
him up.
don't, no. I need somebody that's gonna rein me in.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a little bit stronger than me physically. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll admit there was a time I tried to put hands on my wife. It only happened once. You know what I'm saying? For our anniversary, we took a cruise to Ensenada. You know what I'm saying? I got off the boat and decided I wanted to try all the tequilas at the very first fucking bar. Get back on the boat, chest stuck out. Now I'm like, well, I ain't gonna hit her. I'm just gonna shake her up a little bit. That shit didn't work at all. You know what I'm saying? And as big as she is, you know what I'm saying, 275 she was at that time, I believe. You know what I'm saying? She's deceptively fast. You know what I'm saying? Now, had that have been the woman that I wanted, I would have been arrested in Mexico for putting my hands on somebody. You know, but instead, you know what I'm saying?
Tell us who you were.
You know, I woke up, I'm bruised up, you know, because I blacked out. I'm wondering why my shoulder hurt. I'm in Mexico by myself. My wife is on the boat still.
Oh shit!
So where you at?
I got off the boat. I'm like, man,
got off
fuck
the
this.
Ensenada.
Let me off. I said, let me off this motherfucking boat. And so the
This is
captain,
where liquor Al Ghul let him.
you know what I'm saying? And so they had to get the captain of the boat to come to me and ask her, well, should we let him off the boat? She said, let that nigga off the boat. So they let me off the boat. So now I'm in Ensenada. It's a tourist town. So when the boat leaves, everybody go to sleep. And I thought since I took 2 years of Spanish at Dorsey, you know what I'm saying, I can navigate myself home with no problem.
Yeah.
No, they don't understand that Spanish.
Yeah.
Spaniard Spanish.
Yeah.
You know, I woke up on a bench, you know what I'm saying, with all my shit in a plastic bag. None of the nice luggage we went on the boat. Sore in the motherfucker trying to remember what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Shoestrings holding your pants up.
Yeah, and so now I gotta get on this one bus so I can get to the Greyhound bus. I'm the only dude on the bus without a cowboy hat or a chicken. So now I get to the Greyhound. I got American money. So this one item was 20 pesos. I hand her my $100 and she hands me back 4 20s. And I'm like, this math doesn't add up.
Yeah.
But I'm the only American here.
So you might as well keep your mouth shut.
So let me keep my mouth shut. I'm outnumbered.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
She
for
had to
all
come
I
up. She had to come
know.
up.
So for right now, they all could have been saying, let this nigga say something. Let him say
No,
something.
they
Nope.
dirty, man.
Nope.
Yeah.
Let me get this. Let me get my ticket to go home. 27 pesos. They hand me back $5. I'm like, oh, I'll take that. It's cheap. You know, so I had accepted the fact, and I told my wife when she came back, I said, well, you know what, if you would have came back pregnant, couldn't have been mad. We just would have gave him my last name. You know what I'm saying? Because I fucked that all the way up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Marry the woman you need instead of the one you want. You'll be a lot happier.
Definitely.
You'll be a lot. At least that's my opinion.
She'll challenge you. She'll challenge you.
Yeah, because I can't do with no more of these yes women and shit. That's gonna say yes to everything I say. I can't do that.
We can wrap it up, baby. It's around that time. You know, did you enjoy it today?
Oh yeah.
I did.
Oh yeah.
Good.
I
good.
This episode was brought to you by our, what do you call those?
Sponsor?
Sponsors, yes. It slipped my mind for a minute.
It's all good.
Little mushroom brain.
Buy chickens.
Can I slide something in?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
I just wanted to say I'm pro psychedelics. I'm all the way, you know, whether it be shrooms, DMT was by far one of the most strongest experience I had. It kind of literally takes your soul out your body. I believe that these, like shrooms and all that I believe it's been here for so long for a reason, so that we could elevate, you know, become better versions of ourselves, you know, and work on ourselves. So, you know, so that we could be the best we could be for ourselves and for the universe and for God, you know.
Absolutely.
So that's what I wanted to say. Like, ayahuasca's been around for like thousands of years, and it's a bark and a leaf. Like, who figured that out, you know?
Yeah, totally.
So definitely, I believe like there's a greater meaning to this, like, you know, psychedelics and all that, bro. Like, definitely we could use them to our advantage. You know, they're tools. I feel that the Almighty left for us to help us become better. You know?
No, totally. So we can really connect with each other. Barriers can come down, and we can start moving in cooperation. Because this is the new era for new money.
Yeah.
It's a lot of ways to look at it. So you can see crypto is getting rid of cash and that's evil, or you can find your place in it. And the consciousness expansion through shrooms allows you to see your place in it. You can see your place on the internet. You can see your place with AI.
And one small disclaimer. If you're not gonna go into it with the right reasons, then you're not gonna get what you think you're gonna get out of it.
That's real.
And it's just gonna be a waste of time.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
Yeah.
You
Can't
know,
lie to the mushrooms.
Nah, the shrooms
A lot of
is
the
the truth.
shrooms.
You gotta go in with the proper intentions and telling the
totally.
truth.
Of what you on a positive level would like to get out of it.
Yeah.
Totally.
Most of the time they gonna give you what you want.
Yeah, and what you need. You know. So,
Absolutely they gonna give you what you need.
Yeah, definitely.
Sometimes what you want is not what you need. Yeah.
Most of the time, because
Most
that's
of the
ego.
time.
That's
Yeah.
ego driven. Ego's always pleasure and avoidance of pain. But pain is what teaches you. Pain is in the present moment. Pain is
Pain
not in the
wakes you up.
future. Pain is not in the past. Pain is always in the present moment. You know. So with that,
This
I'm
episode-
Michael. Enjoyed this episode. We had some great people on today.
This
Appreciate
episode
y'all.
was brought to you by our sponsors, Cash and Kush and The Gospel. Please check it out at cashandkush.com. And we're closing out, y'all. Thank y'all for the love. And
Thanks for coming, Gino.
Yep, thank
subscribe to the channel.
Thanks for coming,
you.
James.
Gino the Prosperous, y'all could check me out.
Yeah, let them know what your Instagram is, and your YouTube.
Okay, my Instagram is G.3 the Blessed.
Nice.
And
G.3 the Blessed. The is D-A, not T-H-E.
I'm just James.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
I
fine.
don't have any of those other little things. So. Like I say, but I do want to give thanks to Roscoe, Goldie, Rascal Faye, Waffles, Lulu, Laverne, Shirley, and my 2 chickens that don't have names yet.
Wow. Peace and love, y'all.
peace and love, y'all.
Shit, this morning they was like.
Let's go. I'm blowing chronic smoke in the wind. Going places you've never been, accumulating dividends. Mostly Benjamins.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention and your subscriptions. If you have a business or a service you would like to promote, or if you don't have one, you just want to come on the show and talk and be a guest on Featured, please DM us at featured_guests on Instagram. We look forward to hearing from you and seeing you. Peace and love.